Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Carey.
Guys, Carey Pietsch is here. Carey, tell the people who you are.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Carey Pietsch. I make comics. You might know my work from Lumberjanes, from Marceline Gone Adrift, or from the upcoming graphic novel I'm making with the McElroys, The Adventure Zone, Here There Be Gerblins.
Oh my gosh. What credits. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Bad JRPG series we do here on Drawfee. This is the first Bad JRPG episode of 2018. The suggestion comes from you, in fact.
It does. I'm a big fan of Chris. It is an honor to be here today to continue his horrible saga.
Amazing.
Guys, we're doing something wrong. Too many people like this terrible thing we're trying to make.
We have to make it worse this
We
time.
have to make it worse. We're really going to try and do a bad job this time. And our suggestion is to draw Bad JRPG, animal companions, familiars, that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna get us started just sort of drawing a generic sort of fuzzy animal, and feel free to just course correct me as I go, suggest things to make this guy worse.
Well, how charming are you feeling? Because right from the start, I can tell you a worse thing would be to make it as unattractive as possible. To either go full Uncanny Valley or just a horrible creature, like one of the animals that nobody likes.
I do like Uncanny Valley. I like the idea that like maybe it's just like a guy wearing an animal costume because he like got invited to be a member of Chris's party, but
No, Chris was at an anime con and just saw a guy wearing a kigurumi, and it's like, oh my gosh, fella, where's the rest of your den?
I can't leave you out here alone. I love the idea that Chris can go to an anime convention in his JRPG. Like anime exists in the world of Chris?
There's got to be a side quest involved there, right? Like someone needs you to fetch like 20 acrylic charms or standees of their favorite mini boss.
So this guy's like he's not pleased.
No, he's definitely like...
But he's committed to being in character.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave the animal suit because he's seen what happens to other party members when the human ones.
It's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah, so like at least... Chris has a sort of a paternalistic way of treating him, so he's like, all right, I guess I can ride this out.
Is the suit armored, or is it just a kigu? Is it just a fuzzy pajama onesie?
Well, we can discuss that. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna keep sort of drawing this fuzzy suit, but do you have ideas
Is he walking on all fours?
Oh, for
no.
sure.
Oh, no.
That's way worse.
You found it. Yep. There you go.
His life is just a never-ending nightmare of gathering dropped potions and back pain.
Oh.
He looks like he would speak.
Oh yeah, maybe he's got like like one of those like Bengay like patches.
Like a heat patch.
Yeah.
but outside the suit, so it's not effective.
Yeah,
it's just an accessory.
He asked Chris for one, and he just put it on him, and he was like, "Well, can I? No, okay, I guess."
But I see he's cut out some hand holes, so he can at least do some basic manipulation tasks.
Yes.
Okay, that's handy.
He's got.
He can clutch his face in horror when he finally realizes the full absurdity of his existence.
I want to make his eyes more just like.
He's got this look like he would speak Japanese in a deep voice, and that like no one else in the party speaks fluent Japanese.
Yeah, maybe
and so no one knows.
Yeah.
They can't understand what he's saying.
Oh, no.
There is a
couldn't afford
language
Japanese
barrier.
voice acting cast. So
Like he's trying to explain the situation, but no one can understand, so they just keep dragging him along.
Oh, he knows everything, and yet he can't begin to make himself understood.
I mean, that's probably how a lot of animal companions feel in JRPGs in general.
Oh no, most of the time they can talk, and they don't stop doing it for the whole game.
So, like, in this scenario, during, like, maybe in between battles, when you're just walking on an open plain, he'll just, like, turn to the player character and just be like, in Japanese, just being like, please let me go back to my hotel suite. I don't want to keep doing this. My back hurts.
I miss my family.
And then Chris is like, I know, Puff Puff.
His
But
name
we
is for sure Puff Puff.
Puff Puff, I bet you miss eating all those gooby berries.
Is he just feeding him animal food? Does he have like, tons of cat food he's gently scooping into this poor human's mouth?
Chris is a bad person. I think we can all agree.
He doesn't know he's a bad person.
No.
Right.
No.
He's just convinced by this obvious real animal.
Yeah.
And, like, he's tried to escape, and, like, Gunthia is just, like, waiting for him outside the camp, being like, where do you think you're going, buddy? The mission ain't over.
I think the more we flesh out this party, just, like, the more crimes they have committed.
Kidnapping up there. Cool.
Yeah, so God.
Nathan, this is great.
Poor man. Yeah, he's definitely got some stubble.
Well, he hasn't been able to shave. He's been in this
Right.
outfit.
All right.
And that really helps with the animal
Oh,
aesthetic,
yeah, you're
right?
going to
He's
need
full
to
furry.
scuff up that costume.
Oh, yeah, that
costume
tail
has...
should not be so pristine.
Oh, sure. Okay. So, yeah. So the costume itself, he's been in a few scrapes.
Can you imagine the
patches.
stench inside that thing?
Oh.
He hasn't got out of it for so long.
I mean, it's one of the lesser stenches that we've built in this universe. I want a cell phone charm of Puff Puff.
This is Puff Puff. I'm going to give him just like a little, just like tuft of hair up top. There we
Oh,
go.
good.
There's Puff Puff. He's our first animal companion, but I think we could do worse.
This is pretty bad. I'm gonna say. I think we've started strong. It's a very bad one. I don't enjoy looking at it.
Well, Jacob, do you want to get in here and,
Yeah, dude.
and draw one? We do not know this man's name. He is just Puff Puff, and that's his life. He gets to ride around in the Crustmobile.
Now, what you said is gets to.
Yeah.
I think the applicable verb is must.
He does not have a choice in the matter.
Uh,
They keep him in like a little kennel.
Oh no.
kids don't kidnap a man in a bear suit. Just if you're watching, this is
As you go around the world of Chris, you start to see more and more like posters, like, man missing, and it's like clearly him.
And he's like pointing at it and like screaming in Japanese.
His whole family is a partner and children looking for him. Now, would you kidnap a real bear? Because you did say a man in a bear suit, but you didn't specify about actual animal theft.
Yeah, well, I think I'd like to think that a bear could defend itself. You shouldn't kidnap a bear for other reasons.
Right. That's kind of a self-limiting
Yeah.
activity.
Unless you own a zoo, then by all means, also bring back those delicious caramel popcorn.
Yeah. Jake will not shut up about that caramel. Went to the zoo again today. Still no caramel popcorn.
I swear they had it in the 90s, and I will not. This is my journey. I will be the Hokage of getting that sweet, sweet crunch.
We'll build a monument to
Oh my
you
God.
out of caramel
The
popcorn.
Hokage of Crunch.
Here
Can
in
that
our
be your
studio.
title from now on? Jake Young, the Hokage of Crunch.
I mean, I'm adding it to my Twitter bio right now, so look for it.
if I look for it later and it's not there, I'm gonna be furious with you.
I mean, it won't be the first time.
So here it looks like we have a bunny.
Yeah, I
Just
was
sort of
thinking
a cute little bunny.
Parts of a bunny at
parts
any
of a
rate.
bunny. I was thinking kind of about a little trope where you have, because I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 recently, and you got a teammate in that one who's a pon, which are like these cute little bunny dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's also like a big weird pervert, and it's uncomfortable.
Oh.
He
Oh, no.
He has like a robot slave woman
No.
that he made. And like when he boots it up the first time, it's clear that he wanted to have her as like a maid cafe sort of thing. And then he has to
Wow.
like, oh, I forgot to switch her to battle mode.
Oh my god.
And it's like, wow, so you have an awful sex slave robot and you're an adorable bunny man. So I think that this is a new trope here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You found the
First-
worst thing.
Yeah, that's how can we make that worse?
Cute animal companion with dark past.
Okay.
Hinted at dark past that never is fully revealed.
Okay.
I think is what I'm going for here.
I'm going to push back against you judgmental social types right now. And I will have you know
Oh,
that the
God.
maid cafe is not just about sex. It's also about control and power over a strange woman.
Oh god.
You Philistines, get your heads out of the
no.
gutter.
Oh boy.
I just watched the USS Callister episode of Black Mirror, and there's a lot of parallels there.
Now I haven't seen that, but what I have watched a lot of is my roommates playing Yakuza 0,
Oh.
where Majima
Oh.
has a whole cabaret cafe.
Oh boy.
But those women are delightful, and I would never say a bad word against Majima.
I
Oh,
super
these-
want to play that game.
It is
All I
great.
see are people on Twitter posting images, and everyone is better than the last.
Mhm.
I do like that how many different mini games are crammed into that whole game. I love these dead eyes, drifted pupils.
Oh no! What has this rabbit seen? It makes
Yeah.
you wonder.
And he'll like occasionally like say things that make you curious. And then like you'll get out of like maybe a really big fight or something that's been like an hour-long boss fight, and at the end he's like, "This is the second most blood I've ever seen in one place." Like the second most. A, that's a weird thing to say, and B,
Does he have just like a very deep voice? What are we thinking voice-wise for this?
What's
fun?
funnier?
Does it talk directly into your head?
Oh yeah,
It's a psychic rabbit.
his mouth does not move.
Yeah, his voice
You just-
echoes endlessly
yeah,
in
you
your
just-
mind.
oh my god, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna do like some brain waves coming out here.
Oh, that was a mouth. Oh.
Yeah, that's his mouth.
He just always looks so happy.
And like maybe there's like a little drool. Like his mouth never closes.
So like in day-to-day interaction, he's like meow, 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 and then like a second later, you just hear, "Everyone has a price. And anyone who tells you otherwise is either a liar or has already been paid for." Meow, meow.
Oh boy. Okay, but if he's psychic, can he understand Puff Puff?
He can, and he pointedly does nothing.
The only difference between you and I is that your prison is on the outside. Meow, meow.
Oh, how cute! They're getting along so good.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes they'll wake up in the night, like the party, and this guy will just be standing right over them, just staring right in their faces.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's why I was having nightmares.
Now, these little patches, are they charming speckled fur, or is it maybe a substance?
Unclear.
Better not to ask. maybe.
Unclear, but it is on both of his hands and his face.
Just caked on.
And some of it like looks remarkably like splatter,
Oh dear.
like splatter marks. And sometimes, there's more of it, and sometimes there's less.
Okay, so not just a rare bunny phenotype, maybe.
Well, it could be like, oh, he's got changing spots.
It's
He's so
camouflage.
adorable.
I like the idea that like once you get him in your party, every time you go to sleep, when you wake up, there are different things missing from your inventory, but then sometimes new weapons.
Yeah, sometimes new things appear, new curious objects.
Is that just the title in your inventory is Curious Object?
Curious object.
He won't tell you what it is.
Just the dark carrot appears.
This little buddy
Pair
needs
of
a name.
rubber gloves.
Awesome! A gallon of lye.
hey, Bun B, you know anything about these rubber gloves?
Oh, Bun B, that's a good name. It's a good name for this guy.
I think he needs
Some stains never wash off. Meow, meow.
I'm gonna give him a horn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a horn or like a focus
No, don't.
jewel.
He went full Digimon. He just became a Digimon.
Yeah.
Is that his horn or is it stolen and implanted?
Oh, wow.
It's
That's a
trophy.
very good point. I think I should make it clear that this has just been shoved in here.
Oh, I like trophy. I also like bad disguise of I'm definitely a special unicorn and not a murder rabbit.
He like obviously jammed it in, right in on his head.
Oh.
Is it possible that like this bunny is just the host of some sort of horrible ancient psychic energy?
It's very possible. It's probable based on the lore we've come up with so far.
If we're going by JRPG cliches and tropes, it's definitely like after the final boss and the final boss's final form and the final boss's final form that turns out like was being influenced by the ancient evil god of death and evil.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, Bun B turns around and is like, "This all went exactly as planned."
Yes.
Meow, meow, meow. Now reveal my true plan. And it turns out he was the bad guy all along.
Yeah, that's a fun reveal.
And the whole time Chris is just like, Bun B, you're so cute.
Wait,
Like
can
Wall-
Chris not understand the psychic?
Yeah, Chris is too stupid. Yeah.
He's the only one. That
Everyone
can't.
else in the party can hear, oh, Bun B. Yeah, it's an optional boss fight. Chris can choose to just walk away, and the game can end there if you want. And then Bun B just
dialogue
takes his seat on the dark throne in the storm
This is
cloud.
ending G.
Chris just like walks away like
The dialogue box is fight or oh Bun B.
What won't you say?
meow meow.
Are we missing any other like key animal companion tropes in JRPGs? Like, do we have to throw anything else in there?
I mean, rule of three is
Yeah, we gotta have a third.
We gotta have a third, even if it's a little one. Can we do a little one?
Let's do a little one.
Jacob, do you want to tag team this one?
Yeah, dude,
Do you
let's
want
do
to
it.
draw a head and I'll draw a bod?
I want that more than anything.
Great.
I'm gonna get rid of these two guys.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna slide them, I think.
Yeah, slide them.
I don't think you can ever really be free.
Yeah.
No, I
From
can't.
Bun B.
I
I
also-
can't be rid of them.
Is this to scale? Because Bun B's huge.
Bun B's way too big. Yeah.
Is he, or is he exactly the right size?
Throughout the game, Bun B keeps growing
Yes.
imperceptibly.
Yeah, like very slowly.
When you go to sleep and those items appear, right?
Oh,
Only when you're
that's
looking away
great.
from
But by
him.
the end of the game, he is towering.
He quickly becomes the most powerful member of your party.
Do I frighten you, Gunther? I should. Chris, I'm uncomfortable with Bun B. Look at him, he's adorable.
Plus, he got me this sweet rubber bag.
He always has just the right amount of rope.
Oh, Bun B.
Oh, Bun B.
So when you said small, is this a small in stature, small in scope?
Those are good questions.
Small in draw time because we're
Definitely
reaching-
small in draw time.
Yeah, we're going to do... Yeah, that could be just like a worse drawn... Like, it's just like a decent animal companion. It just looks like a child drew them.
Oh, like we ran out of budget.
Yeah.
I already
just-
drew this beak.
It's a good beak.
Is there anything I can do with this beak that I drew?
Cool Falcon. Cool Falcon's another trope. Like, usually the ninja, sneaky, thiefy character will have it.
oh, yeah,
sure. Yeah, like, you want at least one flying companion.
Yeah, this can be the flying companion.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with, cool bird head, and then I'll give it to Nathan to ruin.
Okay, great.
To ruin what I've done.
I'm going to need... He can't be smiling. He has to be dour. He has
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
dour
cool.
bird. You're
Just
absolutely
a
right.
cool bird. Can you give him sunglasses?
I was just gonna say, cool bird, cool glasses, maybe some aviators, or maybe Kamina pointy ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He needs, cool hair, too.
Oh, yeah. Cool bird hair.
A very anime bird.
You can tell how anime a bird is by how many hairs it has.
No, we said eagle. Are we married to eagle? I'm trying to think of other kinds of birds, and I'm honestly a little stuck. There's the little ones.
There-
Ooh, kestrels.
Yeah, we've got your raptors, your eagles, your falcons, your osprey. You've got your sort of tropical birds of paradise types.
One of those dumb birds from Planet Earth where it has a horrifically complicated mating dance.
Right, so they're all just dying out slowly.
Oh
in
my
a
god,
great
I love
tragedy.
those birds so much.
Mhm.
Or a kakapo. I love a kakapo. They're those dumb flightless parrots.
Oh yeah.
The one that humped Stephen Fry's head, I think.
A classic.
Y'all know that. Y'all know that humpy bird I'm talking about.
I do actually.
I know that good humpy bird.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this cool bird.
Nathan, you want to make this bird less cool?
Yes.
All right, yeah, hop in
Yes.
here, dude.
So you may have noticed, guys, that Carey isn't drawing. It's not because we didn't want her to.
No, they offered, but
Yeah.
I drew too much, and my arm is in a preventative brace to stop me from drawing by mistake, which sometimes happens.
It's like one of those dog head cones.
It is exactly. I'm in a no-no brace just
Yeah.
to remind me that I shouldn't.
Because you'll instinctively start reaching for styluses and pens
Lipstick,
and
crayons,
pencils.
anything.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those weightlifting fail videos where this jack dude is trying to lift 800 pounds and then just starts vomiting all over himself?
I promise it wouldn't be that bad. Maybe a little amount of some hurl, but not
Yeah.
projectile vomit
Just a
weightlifting.
tasteful pibble of vomit.
Yeah.
What are those birds that hide their eggs in other birds' nests?
That's
and force them
helicopter
to-
feet.
Oh my god, good.
It's helicopter feet.
Yeah, the fun
We're
thing.
in it.
Fun
It's a
thing
drone.
about this bird's a drone. It's a drone with a fun bird face that Chris attached to it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That is a real bird.
His name is Real Bird.
Real bird TM.
Chris and the Real
Can you
Bird.
please put the TM on there? Thank you.
Some feathers just sort of glued on here.
How does this bird join up with the party? What's the inciting event?
I think this is a craftable companion.
Nice.
It would go with Chris's sort of makeshift style, he
Yeah.
attaches cones to his dog and is like, this is a summon.
And also, this will make it so that the animators do not have to animate any sort of wing animation. It just sort of goes up and down. These don't actually. It's just like two different squiggles that it alternates between.
Or is it just like a static 2D JPEG that's just like pasted into the game?
And you can actually see the mouse like, moving it.
Excellent choice, sir.
Like shifted around.
Yeah.
The audience can't see this, but I am chef kissing with both hands.
Yeah, these are our animal companions, Puff Puff, Bun B, and Real Bird. TM. They're bad and they raise more issues than they solve.
Yeah, really dark part of the storyline is these characters.
We're really getting into the nitty gritty of just how bad of a bad JRPG this is.
When Real Bird gains sentience, it is a truly touching moment in the story.
Oh yeah, we get some.
Real Bird has to sacrifice it. Like any good robot character has to be like, I know what love is. Time to throw myself into a volcano.
For my friends. Chris, like, we're not in any danger, Real Bird.
Well, Carey, if your hand's ever feeling better, we'd love to have you back on the show so you can actually show off your amazing art skills because you draw real good stuff.
Oh, thank you. It would be my pleasure. This was incredibly fun.
You guys should check it out. All the stuff you work on is very good. We're all big The Adventure Zone fans
Oh,
here.
guys, thanks. I'm a big College Humor Drawfee fan, so
Aw.
it's mutual.
Well, that's nice. That's
adorable.
And Chris. I should have said Chris straight up. He knows. I'm sorry.
And Bun B. Say you love Bun B. Please say you love Bun B.
He can't make me. Can you make me?
He can make you. Please say it.
I do.
It's better
I
this
do
way.
love Bun B. I'm so sorry.
Jacob, when you were drawing Bun B, the microphone was perfectly hiding this severed hand.
It was a little treat for you when you got back up there.
I love it. I love everything we've done here. But we do end every episode by apologizing. So if we all want to go around and say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Regret is but an illusion. Live for the day and care not for the bodies you live in your wake. Meow meow.
I am so sorry.
Sorry, guys. Bye.